Right, well, Donald Trump, before that, gave his speech to the UN General Assembly. It went for 57 minutes when he was allotted 15 minutes. And have a listen to his spray on governments and countries that are acting on climate change. He says renewables are fake, that they don't do the job cost-wise or energy-wise. He says China is exporting windmills but not using them themselves in terms of wind power. And he said climate change just doesn't occur. Get into oil, gas and coal, he says.
Climate change. Because if it goes higher or lower, whatever the hell happens, there's climate change. It's the greatest con job ever perpetrated on the world, in my opinion. The carbon footprint is a hoax made up by people with evil intentions, and they're heading down a path of total destruction.
Well, that's pretty black and white, isn't it? And that Anthony Albanese was speaking renewable energy at a forum here at Macquarie Group earlier, straight after that speech. So how's that going to go in a White House meeting? I asked the PM. Donald Trump has told the UN General Assembly, you're about to meet Donald Trump next month, but he's told the UN General Assembly climate change isn't real and renewables are a con job. What are you going to say to Donald Trump about renewables and climate change?
Well, my job is to be the Australian Prime Minister and to seize the opportunities that are there for Australia. And Australia has a challenge of climate change, but we also have an opportunity to benefit our economy, to grow jobs. We certainly are embarking on that, and we have a positive, constructive agenda.
So Donald Trump also had a shot at countries that are recognising Palestine, another guaranteed source of tension at this White House meeting.
We have to stop the war in Gaza immediately. We have to stop it. Unfortunately, Hamas has repeatedly rejected reasonable offers to make peace. Some of this body is seeking to unilaterally recognize a Palestinian state. The rewards would be too great for Hamas terrorists for their atrocities. This would be a reward for these horrible atrocities.
So will the US President have a shot at Anthony Albanese at the White House? Well, he occasionally has a few little shots at Keir Starmer. The UK Prime Minister, he's called him a lefty before, but they still seem to get on. And Anthony Albanese is confident after his fourth phone call with Donald Trump, where I hear that's when the Australian officials were pretty confident they were getting a meeting very soon, even if not this week at the UN General Assembly. He says after that they've always had constructive conversations. He doesn't think it'll be any different this time.
Oh, we have a good relationship. We've had respectful calls. Australia and the United States are great partners. I expect it to be very constructive.
All right, humorous moment at the UN too. Donald Trump's teleprompter didn't work. He used this as a theme of the UN being hopeless.
All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle, and then a teleprompter that didn't work. These are the two things I got from the United Nations, a bad escalator and a bad teleprompter. Thank you very much.
And last night, myself and cameraman Chris Erdos were delayed by the motorcade of President Trump, which shut down the entire town. They call this gridlock week for a reason. So Emmanuel Macron, we were in good company. The French president, having just met Anthony Albanese, Kenny, he also was held up. And he ended up ringing Trump on his mobile phone. It's quite a humorous exchange, this, and then walking to his hotel, getting out of his car. Have a listen.
How are you? Guess what? I'm waiting the street because everything is frozen for you.
How about that? Well, Kenny, in 2 hours, Anthony Albanese will attend the reception for 100 leaders that Donald Trump is hosting. Earlier, Jodie Hayden attended a reception Melania Trump was hosting. So we don't know if they met, but maybe there'll be a handshake here now, especially now that October 20 meeting is confirmed.
OK, Andrew Clennell, we'll look out for it. Thanks so much.